New video of Fetty Wap in prison has been released, and it doesn't look good for him.
Never fooled, never been. Head up like a nosebleed.
Fetty Wap has gone from being a millionaire rapper to a prison inmate, and new footage shows that life behind bars is clearly taking a toll on him. He's currently locked up at FCI Sandstone, a prison known for gang violence and unrest, which makes his situation even worse. Before federal agents arrested him at the Rolling Loud festival, there were already signs that his life was spiraling out of control. He was caught in a cycle of violence, legal issues, and dangerous street ties that clashed with his fame and success. One of the biggest warning signs came on November 3, 2017, when he was arrested in Brooklyn for drunk driving and drag racing. That reckless incident showed how far he had strayed from his once promising career and how his poor decisions were putting both his future and public safety at risk.
Got arrested for drunk driving. Cops saw him erasing another driver. They said he was going over 100 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour.
Around 1:20 a.m., Fetty Wap was driving his girlfriend's 2012 Mercedes on the Gowanus Expressway in Brooklyn when police saw him racing another car at more than 100 miles per hour in a 50 miles per hour zone. The NYPD recorded the chase on dashcam, and when officers stopped him, Fetty Wap handed over a suspended New Jersey driver's license. A breathalyzer test showed his blood alcohol level was 0.09%, which is above New York's legal limit of 0.08%. He admitted that he had just left a club in New Jersey, was heading to another one in Brooklyn, and had taken 2 shots of Hennessy before driving. Because of this reckless behavior, Fetty Wap was hit with 15 charges, including reckless endangerment, illegal racing, drunk driving, driving with a suspended license, and multiple traffic violations like speeding and unsafe lane changes.
He was arrested for 15 charges, including reckless endangerment, drag racing, DUI, driving without a valid license, unsafe lane changing, aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle, following too close, and...
In March 2018, Fetty Wap was lucky to avoid jail when he reached a plea deal, admitting guilt to a misdemeanor charge of reckless endangerment. Under the deal, he had to complete a state driving program, pay a $500 fine, and accept a 90-day license suspension, while most of his original charges were dropped. But this incident was only the start of his legal problems. Over time, Fetty Wap became known for multiple accusations of violence against women, which badly hurt his image both in the music world and among fans. In June 2019, he was investigated by the Lapt for felony battery after a woman named Lainey Lengies claimed he attacked her at a party in his Hollywood Hills home. She said that Fetty Wap, who was drunk at the time, became violent, threatening her, choking her, pushing her against a window, and punching her in the face.
Is being accused of manhandling a woman that he met at a video shoot. Apparently, they were going back to an Airbnb. They were having a party. It was several other women as well. They said at some point during that evening, the accuser went to the room with Fetty Wap, and things allegedly got a little violent. They said there was a witness who's one of the accuser's friends who was in the room, and they said she was upset. The woman was upset because of the other women that he'd invited back to the house.
The Lapt looked into the assault case against Fetty Wap, but the charges were dropped due to a lack of evidence. The alleged victim had first refused to press charges and returned to Louisiana, later changing her mind 3 months afterward. In April 2020, she filed a civil lawsuit for assault, battery, negligence, and emotional distress, but it was dismissed in October 2021 after she failed to appear in court. Fetty Wap's issues with violence didn't stop there. Later that same year, in September 2019, he was arrested in Las Vegas for punching a security guard at the Mirage Hotel. He was charged with 3 counts of misdemeanor battery, but after reviewing video evidence, 2 were dropped, and the final one was dismissed in January 2020 if he stayed out of trouble. However, his anger issues continued to surface. In July 2022, at a music festival in Iowa, he slapped a fan after being splashed with water, and the incident went viral, though no legal action was taken. Beyond these violent encounters, Fetty Wap was also involved in several lawsuits showing the disorder in his personal and business life. In 2017, he faced a property damage claim over a rented mansion in Puerto Rico, where $50,000 worth of damage was reported, including broken walls, missing items, and drug paraphernalia. Insurance covered most of it, but he was sued for the remaining $10,000. In March 2020, a former employee, Shauna Morgan, won a $1.1 million defamation case after Fetty Wap falsely accused her of stealing. One of his most dangerous conflicts was with local rapper Raheem Fuzz Thomas from Paterson, New Jersey. Their disputes started over music promotion disagreements but turned violent. On March 26, 2017, the feud led to a shooting outside a 24-hour deli in Paterson that left 3 people wounded, showing how deeply Fetty Wap was still tied to the street life despite his fame.
Are reporting that there was a shooting early Sunday morning and Fetty Wap was somehow involved in a dispute that turned
The fight started around 5 a.m. inside the Montclair Deli and Grill, involving Fetty Wap, his crew, and another group that included Raheem Fuzz Thomas. Security footage showed Thomas hitting someone with a gun and standing armed while Fetty Wap got into a scuffle with others before running away. The incident also included a robbery, which made the situation even more serious and added to the growing list of violent episodes linked to Fetty Wap and his associates.
Saying that they took about $450,000 worth of jewelry and thousands in
Fetty Wap's gold 1,738 chain was reportedly stolen during the Montclair Deli incident, which led to additional armed robbery charges against Raheem Fuzz Thomas. Thomas was later seen on Instagram with the chain but denied taking it, saying it had been given to him. In 2019, Thomas pleaded guilty to lesser charges and was sentenced to 5 years for theft and weapons offenses, while another participant, Sylvester Huffin, received 9 years for the shooting. Fetty Wap, through his lawyer, refused to testify, claiming he was not the victim, which weakened the prosecution's case but did not stop the convictions. This series of violent incidents, legal battles, and ties to street life highlighted the struggle Fetty Wap faced in balancing fame with dangerous connections. Each conflict escalated risks and consequences, contrasting sharply with his meteoric rise in music. Born Willie Jr. Maxwell II in Paterson, New Jersey, Fetty Wap rose to fame in 2014 with his hit trap anthem Trap Queen, which reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earned a diamond plaque. He became the first male rapper since Eminem to have 3 songs in the Billboard Top 20 simultaneously. Despite his success, Fetty Wap faced challenges from the start, including losing his left eye to congenital glaucoma when he was just 6 months old.
As a matter of fact, my mother is here, actually. Tell him about his eye right now. How old was I when I lost my eye? This is the right answer. 6 months. I was 6 months when I got glaucoma.
Growing up in Paterson, Fetty Wap faced constant challenges because of his physical difference, which made him a target for fights at school. Other kids often tested him, including one incident where he threw a desk at another student. At age 12, he underwent reconstructive surgery, but by 18, he embraced his uniqueness, deciding to keep his missing eye as part of his identity. Life was far from easy. He grew up poor, dropped out of school, and turned to selling drugs to survive, often without a proper place to sleep. "I didn't even get to use no bed," he told The Guardian recalling that he was lucky just to have a carpet. He also watched his baby sister struggle while their father worked hard to support the family, shaping Fetty Wap's resilience and determination from a young age.
Bro, sleeping in the car and I'm watching my baby sister lips turn purple while my father's somewhere trying to make something happen.
7. When Trap Queen exploded, Fetty Wap completely changed the game, earning a deal with 300 Entertainment and becoming the hottest new artist in 2015. His self-titled debut album hit number 1 on the Billboard 200, and hits like 679 and My Way dominated the streets. He racked up awards, including a Billboard Music Award and an iHeartRadio Music Award for Top New Artist, along with 2 Grammy nominations. Just as his career was skyrocketing, Fetty Wap faced a major setback on September 26, 2015, when he crashed his motorcycle in Paterson while trying to pass a car. The collision was head-on, and he broke his leg in 3 places, marking a serious obstacle in the middle of his rise to fame.